I'm going to France. Now, I know you probably have some questions like, haven't you been off work for the last year? How can you afford to go to France? I'm not paying for this trip. I'm going with my family. And if this trip wasn't being paid for us, I would not be able to go on a trip like this. I wouldn't be able to go on any trips, really. So I'm incredibly grateful that I'm able to go on this trip and not have to pay for it as well. I'm grateful for both things. The other question you probably have is, aren't you in pain? Isn't that why you've been off work for almost the last year? And the answer to that is yes. Yes, I am. For one, this trip was planned a year ago. And when it was planned, I thought, surely I'm going to be better by then. Surely. I'm not. But I did have a steroid injection recently, which hasn't made my pain go away completely, but has helped a great deal. I haven't been able to experiment with long walks so far, but I have been able to walk about 1 kilometer, and it was totally fine. I also have stood for about an hour and was still able to walk after, which I could not do before. So that's good. And also, I'm not going to not go to France. I'm either going to be in pain here, I'm going to be in pain in France. Might as well do it in France, right? Now, that being said, I am sure there are going to be some excursions and events that have been planned for us to do that I will not be able to participate in. So I'm bringing some books with me. I definitely want to read on the plane, but I also want something to read for when I'm not able to go out on these excursions that the rest of my family is going to go on. Let's see if you can guess the theme that I've picked. The first book that I'm going to bring is When Among Crows by Veronica Roth. It's a nice little novella, and I have no idea what this is about, but I loved Divergent when that came out. And also last year I read her other novella, Arch Conspirator, and I really enjoyed it. So I guess it doesn't matter that I don't know what this is about. I think I will like it, and I'm going to read it in France. The next book that I have here is Olivetti by Ali Millington, which is a nice, short, middle grade novel about a sentient typewriter, I think. I've heard it's very, very cute. I'm also going to bring with me Adrift in Currents, Clean and Clear by Seanan McGuire, which is, I believe, the 10th book in the novella series The Wayward Children. This is probably my favorite YA series. I love it so much. It is about a boarding school for children who have been to magical worlds and since come back and are having trouble dealing with being back in the real world. Every other book goes back and forth between dealing with the kids at the school and following one child on their adventure in their world that they went to. And so this is one of the standalone books that is about one child's adventure in their magical world, which I'm going to assume is a turtle world, which is really cool. So I'm really excited to read this one. And the last book that I have here is The Wind in the Willows by Kenneth Grahame, which is a children's classic of some kind. I don't know what it's about. I've heard of it. Is this the one that's about Mr. Toad? It's about a mole. Chapter 1 starts and says the mole had been working very hard all morning, spring cleaning his little home. This sounds adorable. Is it weird that I don't know what this is about? I've heard of this book. I've heard of this title. That's all I know about it. My dad got it for me one year, and now I'm going to read it. There is a toad in it. There's a badger and a toad, and a mole and a rat. Anyway, it's going to be delightful, I think. I love children's classics. In case you haven't caught on to my theme, I'll tell you, it's small hardcovers. I can bang out 4 books in 1 week while still being able to fit them in my suitcase because A, they're little, and B, they're little split into 4 pieces. So it's going to be easier to find room to pack them instead of needing to find, a spot in my suitcase that is this big for one big book. Does that make sense? And also, because they're hardcover, they won't accidentally get damaged the way a paperback could. So we're going to take their dust jackets off, leave them here to be safe. And we take them like this. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little video. And I definitely will have some France vlogs for when I come back. They're not going to be posted right away when I come back because I'm going to need to have time to put them together and edit them in fun videos. And I'm also hoping that I'll be able to go back to work when I come back. I don't think I'm going to be able to work full shifts or work 5 days a week, but some of my time that I would normally have to edit videos will hopefully be put towards being at work. Hopefully when I come back from this trip, I'll have a really good idea of how long I can be on my feet for, and I'll be able to tell my boss, this is how much I'll be able to work per shift, and this is how many shifts per week. Hopefully you can accommodate me and I can go back to work. So anyway, that is all. I still will have videos going up while I'm gone. So yeah. Okay. Have a good day. Bye.